Let's take a closer look at this Moleskine XL notebook and also test out the paper together. Hi there, my name is Linda, also known as Tortagialla around the internet. I love creative journaling and all things stationery. Today, I wanted to share a closer look at this Moleskine Classic notebook. It's a soft cover in this beautiful green color and in the XL size, which is 19 by 25 centimeters. It has 192 pages, 70 GSM, ivory colored paper, which is supposed to be typical of Moleskine notebooks, unless you're buying the art sketchbooks or watercolor paper. And this version is all blank pages. It was wrapped in plastic when I received it, but I removed that to reduce the glare on camera. So opening it up, it has a floppy soft cover, and the belly band has the branding and information on the outside, and on the other side it has some graphics that you can sort of cut up and use in your notebooks. Now, the back of this notebook has the classic back pocket, and you can see that in this particular notebook, I got the blue quality control sticker, and the notebook has an elastic closure and a ribbon bookmark, and you can see all the pages are blank. And I do want to show you, though, just to compare with my 18-month Moleskine daily diary, the paper in this notebook is way more like yellowy than my Moleskine diary. When you put it by side, you can really see the difference. So even though we think that all Moleskines are supposed to have like the same 70 GSM ivory colored paper, it's really not all the same. It looks quite different to me. So maybe that's why the paper always performs differently from notebook to notebook. So the front of this notebook has the in case of loss page as usual in sort of like a cardstock type of thickness, and the Moleskine manifesto information, but the rest of the pages are blank and very smooth, and they obviously are very thin since it is 70 GSM paper. But I think one of the great features of this notebook is actually the floppiness, and you really get to feel the floppiness because this is an XL notebook, so it's much bigger than like the pocket size per se that I have used before. The soft cover means that you can really bend up this notebook. Super flexible and squishy. You can leave your pen inside and like roll it up like this practically. I often leave my pens inside notebooks, and so this really only works well with the more floppy type covers. So if you're into this kind of feel for your notebook, you're going to love the soft cover versions of these notebooks. And of course it comes with the usual back pocket, elastic closure, ribbon bookmark. And so let me get to the pen test. You can see how this paper actually performs with a variety of fountain pens, inks, gel pens, ballpoint, and brush pens. I'm just using my usual set whenever I do pen tests. If you have seen any of my other previous notebook videos, I just use this usual set because it's what I have and what I use. And speeding through this, and you can see that there is a fair amount of ghosting on this paper. It's very thin. You're going to see ghosting on the other side, on the back. But there is no bleed through, like actual, dots of ink getting over to the other side, which is actually surprising because when I tested my 18-month daily diary Moleskine, it did not perform well at all with fountain pens, which is what people always complain about, right, in Moleskine notebooks. I used the exact same set of pens, nibs, inks, and the stub nib that I use, 1.1 millimeter, and also my Pilot Metropolitan medium with that particular Pilot ink. It always bleeds through in a lot of different papers. So let me show you my Moleskine diary, and you can see that I did the same pen test and it totally bled through for those two particular top tests. And so, those those two are like the offenders in my particular collection. So there's definitely a difference in the way that this paper is performing, and you can see the colors are not even the same. So even though it's quote unquote Moleskine paper, it is not the same. So I'm quite pleased that the ink does not bleed through in this Moleskine XL notebook, even if the ghosting is significant. But you can also just draw on one side of the paper, and that might actually work well anyway, especially if you have to like scan your artwork. You know, don't want ghosting on the other side. You're really only going to use one side anyways. So let me show you a closer look at the pen tests so that you can see what I've written and see better the names and things like that, rather than me trying to pronounce like every single pen and ink name, because I am using like the same set. And since I got this notebook discounted, I think that it's worth it, and it will work fine for my purpose of just trying to play around and draw with inks. So that's the Moleskine XL notebook. I hope you enjoyed taking a peek at this notebook with me. And again, I got that blue quality control sticker, but I also got that with my other notebook. I should probably put them side by side with a couple other Moleskine. That's probably an idea for a future video of taking all my Moleskines and putting them side by side and seeing what the differences are. So let me know down in the comments what you think of this Moleskine XL notebook and the soft cover. And as always, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.